Incredible greetings and welcome to Silhaholics Anonymous, where I teach you how to use and master using Silhouette Studio, which is a free software that you can use to create your designs, even if you don't have a Silhouette Cameo, Portrait, or Curio machine. I am Shakia, the professor, and in this video, I am going to show you how to fill in color from missing areas in SVGs or images such as this. So these are some bunny ears where sometimes if you look at the thumbnail of it or you download it, because it's on a white background, you would think that it has the white already filled in. But once you go and you move it away from the background or your design page, you'll notice that you don't actually have white there. And if you want to have that filled in with white, there are certain steps that you have to do because it is open on the bottom. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to close that in and make it to where you can select that middle part and make it whatever color you want. If this is something that you are interested in, be sure to stick around. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will learn something to where you will go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, as well as hit the subscribe button, as well as the bell, and turn your notifications to all so that you don't miss whenever I go live or I upload content. All right, so let's go ahead over to Silhouette Studio and learn how to do this. So all of these started from here, and you can either make it where it is just the ears filled in, or you can even do the start of, I'm going to say a monogram, but if you wanted to put another line and put a name in it, there's so many things that you can do with it once you know how to actually work the file. All right, this is an SVG. If you had a JPEG or a PNG, you would have to trace it first. And there are several ways that it can be traced, whether it is 2 traces and then do some other editing. If you have designer or business edition, you can trace by color. If you are enrolled in any of my classes and you are a part of the student union, you will see that video over in the student union. There's also going to be an extended tutorial available on your dashboard if you are enrolled in the 30-day training. Okay, and I'll tell you more information about the 30-day training at the end of this video. So we're just going to start with this one right here. I'm going to move these out of the way. All of my students know that I always recommend that you duplicate before you get started with any type of modifications or designing. So we're just going to right click and duplicate and move that off to the side. The next thing that we're going to do is copy just the outline. If your design is grouped together, meaning you click on it and it selects everything, you're going to want to ungroup it. So we're going to click here. If you click on one of the ears and only one selects, you're going to want to hold down Shift and then click on the other one. But in this case, both ears are selected. So we're going to right click on that and we're going to copy. I'm not going to do anything with the copy just yet. Next, I'm going to come over to the left-hand side and I'm going to grab an ellipse or a circle. We're going to make an oval and then rotate that to be at the bottom of the ears. Okay, I'm going to make another one, or you can simply duplicate the one that is there. It doesn't matter. There's no specific way the shape should be. I'm just creating an oval to to close off the bottom. So we're just going to bring that to about there. Once you have those in place, you're going to go ahead and drag and select. So I'm just going to click my left mouse key. I'm going to go up, select the first circle or oval, the bunny ears, and then the next one. If both were not they were not grouped together, I would go over and select that one, but they are grouped together. So now I have just the 2 circles and the 2 ears. We're going to right click and weld. This closes off this shape at the bottom. In order to release a path to create a section or a shape that you can actually fill in with color, it has to be closed off. So before it was open, now we've created this shape where we can release compound path. I'm going to add color to this so that you can see where those paths are. I'm going to hover my mouse over it. I'm going to right click and release compound path. Without moving my mouse or clicking off anything, I'm going to keep my mouse right over those colors and I'm going to right click and send it to the back, because once I released it, it pulled it in front of the pink parts of the ears. They have not disappeared. You did not do anything wrong if this happens to you. Just send it to the back. Now I'm going to click anywhere on my screen that's not the colored areas. Then I'm going to click on the inner part of one of the ears, hold down Shift, and click on the other one. We're going to go up to the color, make it white, and group those together. Then I'm going to click on that outline that has the circles welded to it, and I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard, or you can right click and choose delete. Now remember when we made that copy in the beginning, this is where it's going to come back into play. I'm going to right click with my mouse and I'm going to tell it, well, I'm going to go to paste in front. Now I have the open area and it doesn't have, the circles at the bottom. And I also have my white section. Now, this can be kind of a harsh line. If you want to make adjustments to this, you can. You have to remember that this is a vector-based program. This is not like Photoshop where you're just kind of painting it in and you're going to have an edge that's going to feather off. It is going to be a sharp line. But if you want to soften that some, or just make it where it's not just a straight line, you can always double click on, well, let's ungroup. We're going to double click on the white part and you can just play around with your edit points, bring it down to the edge of the gray. So that's up to you and how you maneuver this if you don't want it to be a static straight line. Want to just give it some shape, you can play around with that. And that's all you have to do. So I'm going to go ahead and select it all. We're going to go ahead and turn our line color off. Now, if you wanted to put a line on here, I'm going to go back over to the shape tool, grab the rectangle, and I'm going to draw a box. And we're going to fill that in with the same color as the ears. I'm going to click on the pink part of the ears and I'm going to release compound path. Or if your design happened to be grouped together, you would just ungroup. Now I'm going to select, let's go over here. Let's release that. And then I'm going to drag and select just this side of the ear and group it together. Then I'm going to come on this side and group this together. I'm going to bring this down to the line and then rotate it some because I want the white to appear to be behind that. Let's move this one up a little, maybe rotate it just a tad. And then we're going to select those and ungroup them again. Now I want just the gray part, just the outside part. Well, first we got to make a duplicate. We're going to select on the outside of the ear, the outside, click on the bar, and once again, weld. So now this is connected there, and we have our bar, and you can create one on the bottom. So that is how I created these 3 versions from that one file. If this was helpful for you, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment to let me know what new you learned. If you would like to learn all of the tools and functions of Silhouette Studio so that you can create your own designs and really understand the program and be able to follow along with any tutorial or any class that you may come across, I recommend that you go over to our website, shop.hsinc365.com or learn.365 Creative Academy and enroll in the Silhouette Studio 30-day training. All right, so this is Essential Silhouette Studio to learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. We go through 30 days of breaking down Silhouette Studio to where we focus on a different tool or function every day of those 30 days. And then we do some designing starting on like day 25. So if you really want to learn how to use Silhouette Studio, it is the best investment to unlock your creativity. All right, guys, hopefully this was helpful. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be INKcredible. Peace.